Hello, hello, and welcome in. I am home alone, and I have Christmas presents to work on. So, what am I going to do? That's exactly what I'm going to do, because I can't do that when they're home. What are you going to do? I don't know. Just come and hang out. A little bit of, I don't know, chill type of thing. So, this is what we have to be working on. It's going to be a long scarf. But yeah, it needs to be longer than this. So that's what we're doing. Not sure if I'm gonna have enough yarn with the yarns I'm currently working with, but I'll figure that out. And if it's enough, I might have enough to make a matching hat. Good morning, ABD. How are you? Or I'm guessing it's morning. It's pretty early, right? I know this is just not a time I'm used to seeing you around. Not that no. A bit of an odd time for me to be here too, or at least family is usually awake and running around and making noises and not letting me hang out with my friends. Definitely morning, not enough sleep. I'm sorry. Yeah, I totally feel you. Did you have fun with ladies' night? I did lurk for a little bit and then I went to bed because I should have been to bed already when you started. But I did get to sleep like a long time today because they actually left before I woke up and let me sleep until I woke up by myself. And after that, I've been cleaning and cleaning, and I have actually sorted yarn today, which is, I don't know, my puffy face. I I have been roaming around in my boxes with wool yarn that I can't tolerate anymore, and that I'm gonna get rid of. So yeah, my hands all up in the wools. I have been taking the allergy meds as well, but yeah, I'm definitely, I needed to do this at some point. I needed to get rid of the wool yarn. And now I have someone I found someone on Facebook that can come and pick it up on Friday. It's Wednesday now. So yeah, on Friday I'll get rid of everything. It's just moving out of the house. Hello, Mama J-Way. Listening while working. That is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Hope you enjoy having a little bit of company while you're working. And hello, Bud Files. Good morning. So I missed a lot of fun at Ladies' Night. Well, Ladies' Night is always fun. So, yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Good morning, Susan Burke. How are you? But yeah, now I have 4 big paper bags. I don't know, like paper bags, grocery bags, something along those lines. 4 bags in a box full of yarn that will be moving away from here on Friday. I know it's gonna go to a good cause because the girl that's gonna come and pick them up, she is in school and they have a school project, and she crochets small kitty cat keychains and she sells them to it's for autism awareness. So I figured, like, if anyone can need some, like, yeah, can use my leftover yarns, then definitely for that, because it's the scraps I was given when I started crocheting, and I don't know what it is. It's not like I can try and sell it, or yeah, it's just donations. And we don't really have a good place for like just donating yarn here. We don't have like a Goodwill that would take that. They would take yarn that still has like the full skeins with the bands on, and or yeah, labels and whatnot, that they can take, but they don't really care for other types of leftovers. So I was, yeah, autism awareness, that's definitely something I support. So hopefully a lot of my yarn is going to turn into small tiny kitty cat keychains, and make someone happy. Mm-mm-mm. Hello, sunflowers. How are you? Yeah, when I had them, when I did the market, she was there selling her kitty keychains. She had them on these one of these small um plastic trees like this one. She had a little, well, probably this size Christmas tree. I think it was like a silver Christmas tree, and it was full of the kitty keychains. So I did talk to her a little bit at that point. But I had talked to her before because she came to the church group with all the knitters and crocheters, and she's already been gifted a lot of yarn from my friends through there. So I knew that this was a thing already. Um, but I was like, I have so much yarn. I don't know if she is gonna need all the yarn I have. So I'll give her everything. She can sort out and see what she needs, and then maybe she'll find a home for the rest. I don't know. I am working on the Christmas scarf that I'm gonna be gifting to my mister. So we got a really pretty petrol blue, and it's called cognac, the other color, in a really soft premium anti-pilling acrylic. So it's really soft and squishy. So that's what we're working on. Oh, you got rid of the wisdom tooth, and it's starting to, yeah, okay, less pain. Also very good. Is it a weird color combination? I don't know. Like, I thought they looked good together from what I could see on the website. I do really love the petrol blue teal colors, like emerald, petrol, teal. Yeah, that's like colors I really like. And this cognac is like a, I guess it's more of a golden brown, maybe. So it did look good on the pictures. And working them together like this, it feels like I did a pretty good choice in picking the colors. I also did already have in mind that he has a blue hat and he has a little bit of a reddish beard. So it kind of is colors that he already is rocking, so to say. Um, but I think I'm gonna have enough yarn left over to make him a hat too, because I did get one more each of the skeins of yarn, and well, we have a pretty decent length at the moment. I do think I might be nibbling into the new ones for the scarf a little bit, but I'm not planning on making this one for a giraffe. So I do believe that it's going to be hopefully enough to also make a matching hat so he gets a set. Or at least that's my plan. Yeah, well, there's a lot of blues, there's a lot of teals, there's a lot of everything behind me. And also the new yarns I got in my Christmas present are hanging out here. These 6 cakes that I made a little bit of a pyramid of, and the 2 of the corners is yarns I already have. So this is yarns I opened yesterday, my Christmas present, together with, where did I put it? Um this fluffy yarn with spots in it. It's a white with fluffy stuff. And also I did get a green color. And my plan is to make a Christmas tree. And I started to make a Christmas tree yesterday during the live stream, but I need to find a better pattern than I was that I yeah, I'm just, the pattern is, it wasn't working for me. When I got further down, it just looked wonky. So I just need to research a little bit and find a better pattern, and then I'm gonna make myself a Christmas tree for sure. But now when family's not in the house, Christmas presents is what I'm gonna be working on. That's higher priority than a decoration that I'm gonna have for myself anyway, right? I did actually wrap some Christmas presents today. If the honey bunny, if it smells chemically, no, not at all. No. It barely smells anything. If anything, it smells like any other yarn from Hobie, like what their warehouse smells like. And that's nothing. Um, you knew a guy that wore a salmon-colored shirt. That is a little bit out there, maybe, yes? Not my favorite color. I don't think any of the Hobie yarns I've ever gotten has smelt anything other than what I'm expecting them to, like clean yarn. The alpaca yarn did, I did hear someone say that it did smell a bit like of alpaca, and I do agree to some extent that some wool yarns do smell woolly, or yeah. Um, but now I'm staying away from the woolly stuff because yeah, I have sensitivity issues and allergies and whatnot. So I'm not gonna be smelling any wool yarns anytime soon, because they're moving. Yeah, I cleaned them out today. Yeah, I've realized that that sounds like a thing that you have issues with synthetics that smells really weird, and also that there's um more and more that you seem to have issues with allergies and whatnot, but it's not necessarily the yarn because it could be like just certain color batches. And that sounds like it's the color process, or not the like yarn itself, like some I guess chemicals used in the color process. Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to use like two colors of a yarn but not the third color. That just it makes more sense that it's a color issue. Or yeah, like yeah, color chemical thing. I don't think I've ever really had a yarn that smelled bad to me. Um, like all the leftovers I have been gifted through the years, it's not like I've had any like smelling like smoke or mold or anything either. So I have been lucky, and because that can also happen. That is something you never would expect though from a new yarn, like buying from the store. Um, Smoke and mold, that would be more like other people's leftovers or garage sales and whatnot. That's where you would find those types of yarn. But yeah, the chemically synthetic stuff, for sure that can happen at any time. If it's for the point store, I'd say save it for the honey bunny. I prefer to go for the yarns in the point store because that just feels like free yarn to me. So I use mostly points for that. I have been getting enough points to go both for yarns and other things, but if you're only, have a little bit of points, then than Honey Bunny or whatever yarns you feel like is your go-to type of yarn. That's what I would definitely recommend. And I did see a post on Facebook about Hobie Bingo this upcoming Monday. They did say in the post that they're going to be extra generous with the point you get for participating. That usually is 25 points. But just because it's Christmas, everyone's going to get 250 points. Uh, or if that post was shared to enough people, they would up it to 2,500 points. So hopefully that post is getting shared, and that will be like 2,500 points just for participating in bingo. Could be a fun thing to you know, an extra good reason to do Hopi Bingo on Monday. Hello, Tank. Good morning. I think the post was on their Facebook page, like the Hobie. Was it like the Hobie Bingo group, or was it the Hobie just Facebook page? Because they have a couple. They have also a Swedish Facebook page. But I know this was the for the U.S. Monday Bingo, because it was like, yeah, it was all written in English, and it was specifically like for bingo on Monday. But I am expecting them to do pretty much the same thing for all the bingos next week, because they have been doing the same, like whatever gifts are for like the prizes, it seems to be the same for all the bingos that is going on through the week. So like one week they have a certain set of bingo prizes, but it's the same in all the regions that they play. Yeah, I guess the live streaming community, maybe it was somewhere. I don't know exactly where I saw it, because they have a couple of Facebook groups pages. They have the just knit and crochet with Hobie, and then they have like the live streaming, and they have like a Hobie bingo group, I think. There's just so many. I have a hard time keeping a track of what is what. Oh, you found it. Yeah, so share it, and let's hope that they will up it to the 2,500. Because that's what we want, right? The more points, the faster you can rack up the points to get you some of the yarn that you want. Oh, and I did talk yesterday about the yarn order that got messed up, and then they sent me a replacement, and that also got messed up. And now I have updates on how they're gonna resolve my problem. I did order 2 megaballs in gold last week, a week and a half ago. And then when I got it, I got the megaball Aaron, which is worsted, and I ordered DK. And I emailed them Friday. They responded to me Friday. They packed it Friday, and I had it yesterday to go and pick up. And it was another 2 worsted weight, and I still need DK, so I have 4 megaball of the worsted in the color I need. But I emailed them again yesterday, and they responded, and I do have a tracking number, so they did send it again. So hopefully I'll have the DK this time and not 2 more Aaron. But yeah, they are really, really fast with the customer service, for sure. They are very professional. The customer service is really good, and if they make mistakes, they definitely fix them. I don't know if it was like how I worded the message or whatnot Friday that they like didn't realize what was the actual issue. So I don't know if it was like half my fault that I got it sent. But they're clearly, I get to keep whatever they sent that was wrong. And there's, yeah, they are definitely better than some yarn companies that I've bought yarn from before. And usually when they mess up, if there's like a really big mess up, they are not, uh, they do their best, and sometimes you get like an extra 10% discount code or on top of whatever. Yeah. There was one time I ordered from the point store. I don't know if you've heard this before, Sunflowers. I ordered these teeny tiny mini skeins that they only had available in the point store. And I ordered one of each. And this pink was missing. Or, well, one pink. So I had one pink that was missing. So they sent one teeny tiny skein out together with a candy. They could have just as well refunded points or something, like, because the shipping must have been more than what the skein from the point store was, yeah, was worth in any way, shape, or form. So that cost them way more than what they needed to spend. And good morning, Jeannie. Yeah. So how is everyone this early morning? You got coffee, breakfast, prepping for work? Anyone having time to crochet yet, or is it too early for that? I have been very busy for the few hours I've been up. I did get to sleep until, well, it was after lunchtime when I woke up, but then again, I went to bed this morning, as always, or as usual. Woke up to an empty house, and it was just all good. I did not fall over. Good morning, mother. Or, well, not morning, it's 6 p.m. No, I'm home alone. They left. They are at his parents and playing in the snow and fika and all the fun. And I got to be home and clean and crochet and take care of myself for a bit and just hang out with my friends. So yes, I'm doing Christmas presents that I can't work on when they are home. I did wrap some presents. I have done all the Christmas presents that I can wrap. I have wrapped them. I just have some Christmas presents that I need to finish making, and probably some more I need to buy. But I have done what I need for that, and I've been cleaning, and I've been destashing. I like most of my wool yarns, most of the animal fibers are packed and ready to go out the door. Um, I have a few that I don't know what I'm gonna do with, because yeah, I'm donating most of the yarn that I got rid of now for a good purpose. But I don't think that the other yarns that I'm not giving to that girl is yeah, it's not yarn she could use to make her kitty keychains for autism awareness. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yarn. I might even consider actually trying to work with it and do what I intended to do in the first place. But I don't know. I don't know if I dare to go close to it because of all the wool in it. But it's a blended yarn, so it's not just wool. And I didn't have any problems working it with it like way back when. So I'm not sure if I dare to, but I kept it. So far it's still here. You can't see it, but you see the boxes here, like the box beneath, it's that yarn still in there. Um Mima Flowers, hello. And Molly and Steve. Good morning, everyone. Yes, home alone is the best thing. Best days. I don't get very many home alone type of days. Oh, that's nice, Tank, that you get, yeah, the grocery, like, do you buy it online basically and they pack it and you just have to go to the store and pick it up? Because that's how it works here. We can get home delivery as well. I did get a home delivery last time. I do that for like bigger orders, but because it usually takes a few days before I can have it. But if I want like next day, I can use the order to pick up, or I just go to the store and do a normal grocery shopping run. But I'd rather not go out in the snow. So yeah. Oh, you live too far away for delivery. We had that in the beginning that we could only get the store pickup, but they have, um, I guess they saw how many people was interested in home delivery and whatnot, and now the home delivery pickups, they are not packed in the store. It's actually packed at their like central warehouse, and they have trucks going, like mini trucks or vans, um, like the UPS trucks, that goes from the central warehouse instead of going through the store, so that the store people has to like repack everything. They just drive it here, and if you do an order of a certain value, delivery is free. I think it's like if you order over $200, it's for free. Otherwise, it's like $12 um delivery fee. But yeah, I usually just try to do a big grocery shopping haul once a month, and then milk, bread, and vegetables. The stuff with no shelf life, basically. We do get that like maybe on a weekly, um yeah, something like that. They need a Hobie warehouse in the US. Yes, I did hear something through the grapevines, but I don't know how big of what's the plan about that. I think it was TL Yarn Crafts that was talking about something along those lines, that there has been a plan for a Hobie store for quite some time. I don't know if the plans was postponed because of C, or what was going on, but I did hear something. Was it the video where TL Yarn Crafts is talking about Rhinebeck, and that she got to meet up with some people from the, like, some Hobie people flew over to hang out over there for Rhinebeck and the Wool Festival and whatnot. Um, yeah, I don't want to. I don't know remember all the things that was said, so I think that's the video. More details can be found there. But yeah, there was a little bit of something along the lines of that Hobie has had plans. I don't know if the plans are still, you know, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, yours would be free if you had the same delivery fee rates as I have, Tank, for the grocery shopping. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so you guys, you don't understand what Mad is saying, 'cause she's speaking Swedish to me, and that's fine. But I'll translate. Uh, the thing with what she's talking about, Madde and two other girls and me, we're all in Sweden. We know each other, and we are exchanging Christmas presents. And we have a little bit of a theme that like everyone loves Hobie, so most of our stuff is Hobie. But apparently, she found out that her Christmas present this year is not a Hobie Christmas present, which is kind of fun. It's kind of like a secret Santa, but we know who is giving who the presents. It's more like is it like a round robin? Like I give someone that gives someone that, yeah, like, yeah, everyone's getting one Christmas present from someone. Um And actually, this year, the Christmas present I will be opening, and I will share it with you guys after I've opened it, is from Mother. She is the one that's gonna gift me a present this year, and that's gonna be fun. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Yeah, I like to do monthly grocery shoppings because that's about what I can fill in my pantry and freezer and whatnot. Um, if I had like smaller storage, I might have to go more often, but I can definitely keep, a month worth of food without a problem in my storage. So it's just easier that way. Also, it's easier to like kind of meal plan. Um, Not that I really meal plan in that way, but I do. Um, at least plan some ahead. White elephant gifting, but isn't white elephant we talked about that the other day, that that might be like giving something that no one really wants? Okay, so my present is not yet shipped to me. We don't live in the same town. Mad and I used to be coworkers. So that's how we met. But she hasn't shipped mine yet, and she's not gonna ship it just yet so that I don't have to be tortured having another present hanging over my head that I can't open, because we open that together. Like we probably do like a video call, conference call, and we just open present together. And then after that, I'm gonna show everyone what I got. I did that like last year too. That I like. This is a Christmas present I got from a Christmas swap. So I am curious though. I'm always curious. Like I love presents, but I'm very like a very nosy person. I have a hard time keeping from opening things. Used to love to go grocery to the grocery store. Yeah, I do kind of feel sometimes that I like need to go to the grocery store for the fact of just like getting out of the house, and I can like walk around and browse the aisles and probably come home with stuff I didn't really need. Um, so yeah, I can definitely appreciate that. Also, just well, especially when I was home with the kid alone all day, um, it was a little bit of a break from like mom life. It's still mom life to go and do grocery shopping. You guys probably know that, but it's just looking at people strolling down the aisles. I can definitely see that that is a relaxing thing. I definitely like to go to the store. I just don't like the people and the crowd and elbowing my way through too much. But yeah. Oh, and Mother does read English. She just responds to me in Swedish because I don't know. She might be lazy, but yeah, she understands what you guys are saying. So don't worry about that. Um, you made a simple wreath. Did you crochet it, or what type of wreath did you make, Tink? It takes you over 2 hours in one day to weekly meal plan and create grocery list. Yeah, I definitely can see that. Um, I am pretty lazy and pretty boring, and I basically go for the same thing over and over again. I have like a couple of staple meals, and that's always on the grocery list. And then occasionally if I'm in the mood for something else, I can add that, but I usually go for the same stuff every time, which makes it a little bit easier to do the shopping, I guess. There's always a little bit of meatballs and sausages and tacos, and yeah, it's just kind of basic macaroni and sausages, and yeah. And when I say hamburgers, I mean like McDonald's hamburgers, but we do get like the meat patties and the hamburger buns. That is also something that I always have in the freezer because that's easy. And also, that's not a meal that I actually get to make. When it's hamburger day, I get the day out of the kitchen because that is something that the Mister happily does. A lot of like most of the foods is food like I cook, but if I want the day out of the kitchen, it's either fast food or he makes hamburgers. um yeah, that is that's how it turns out to be. Yes, you are lazy, and I'm okay with that. It's fine. But I am proud of myself that I did destash a lot of the wool, and also um getting rid of the wool, cleaning. I did do a lot of cleaning today, but some of the things that I needed to do that I still haven't done, I'm probably gonna do that later. Like I felt like I'm gonna go and hang out with you guys when I can, when it's all quiet in the house. I can do more of the cleaning later when they're home. Um, I think Madde's gonna laugh at me when I say that I still don't have my adventsljusstaka in the window, like the Christmas lights in my windows. I was supposed to deal with that today, and I haven't. And they were supposed to be in my window for like the 1st of December. That's more of a tradition, because they're supposed to be like we call them Advent lights. They're supposed to be there from the first Advent. So yeah, that's akama akamatra amigurumi Christmas tree free crochet pattern. Oh, oh! So someone made a Christmas tree out of honey bunny yarn. Nice. Yeah, I did. Yeah, the reason I didn't do it yet, and I did mention it that for those who was here yesterday, I started to make a Christmas tree out of this, and then afterwards, I need a better pattern than to try and figure it out by myself. But yeah, definitely gonna look that up. Granny D, good morning. You're gonna be working on dishcloths. Nice. That is nice. Yeah, I'm usually not here now. I don't think there's been many lives that I've made at this time of the day, but family's out of the house, you guys, working on Christmas presents and hanging out with friends. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, and I can do more cleaning when they're home, for sure, for sure. Oh, Mada hasn't started the Christmas decorations either. I do have my Christmas curtains up. Did you know, Mada, that Christmas curtains is not something that the US people do? They are like, what is this? You change your curtains for Christmas, you put up different curtains for Christmas. That is like Christmassy. They have not heard of that before. So apparently, I have brought something new into their lives to put up red curtains in your windows for Christmas. That is that is a very Swedish thing, I guess, or maybe not just a Swedish thing, but that's very traditional here. That's like that, and the lights in the windows is like my go-to Christmas decorations. And then whatever I do other than that, it's different from every year. Well, except the Christmas tree whenever that comes up. Hello, Ashley Wester. How are you today? I haven't seen you in a while. Are you okay? All good? Yeah, sunflowers. You can definitely send me a link on the Instagram. The Instagram, I should be. You can easily find stuff in my description box down below. I have things linked there. Hello, Jitten, and Noe makes things with yarn. Good morning. How often do I wash my curtains? Well, the curtains I have on my windows all through the Christmas season. I wash them when I take them down, and that's when I put up the curtains I have for the rest of the year. And I basically I take them down when I change to the Christmas curtains. And that's what, yeah, like I have the Christmas curtains. They are usually up from somewhere in November, maybe December till February, March sometimes. And then I have the other ones for the rest of the season. There has been times where I've taken them down like mid-summer and just um, washed the curtains. But usually it's when I swap them between the Christmas curtains and the regular. That's where I usually clean them. But if I do some window cleaning in between and feel like the curtains are extra dirty or something, yeah, then I'd take them down for an extra um, cleaning session. But that doesn't happen very often. And I don't put Christmas curtains up in the windows upstairs. It's only downstairs, so kitchen and living room. Upstairs we have blackout curtains. But I'll do take them down also to clean them. Um, about 2 times a year. Hello, BP. Sneaking a peek while at work. That is definitely approved. Yes. You need to do your work. Even if it's fun to hang out with friends, work does have priority. Yes. You haven't washed curtains in many years. Well, some people don't really care about it. Like they just hang there. I do recommend that if you have like allergies, like pollen allergies or like allergies to dust, you might consider washing your curtains a little bit more often because dust does collect on curtains. Oh no, everyone but you is sick, so reverse quarantine. Well, yeah, let's keep it that way. Let's keep you healthy. That sounds like a good plan. Mm, yeah, don't like this for you. The fact that, yeah, I guess you have to do all the things like grocery shopping and whatnot because the other people shouldn't be doing that. So hashtag curtains matter. Yes. Yeah, Granny D doesn't remember when the curtain was washed last time. Well, I guess since I grew up with this tradition that you have your Christmas curtains, that's, you take the other ones down and you clean them. And then when you switch back, you clean the Christmas curtains. And I don't have, as far as I know, any like pollen or dust allergies. But I have some of the family members are pollen allergic, so we do clean the curtains occasionally, like a little bit more often. Not necessarily for the pollen part of it. It's more like if I take the time to actually clean the windows, I might as well clean the curtains. Because that is, yeah, cleaning the windows is just very boring to me. I don't really like doing that. Um, and I think the windows that's mostly cleaned is my living room windows. The upstairs windows, I don't even remember when I cleaned them last. Sorry, but that's something I don't really like to do because I never really get. Uh, I they always turn out to be stripy. There's always like, yeah, I don't get a nice clean window. There's always like, yeah, no, I don't like that. So yeah, I usually don't end up cleaning the windows. Mister does that when he gets tired of all the fingerprints because kids leave fingerprints. on the windows more than anything, because like, oh, looking out, like who's going across the lawn? Daddy's coming home. Fingerprints on the door. Yep. Oh, BP, you're the boss and you need a coffee break. Well, cheers to that. I also has coffee. See, I still have quite a bit of yarn left of these. They're still, yeah, this is looking a little bit, but how long is this now? It's getting there, you guys. It's only twisting because I keep twisting it the same way when I turn it, and I will block it later also. So let's let's get it to untwist a little bit. But it looks really, it's getting there. Oh, I have a fingernail that is messing with me. Nail file, you guys, nail file. Snagging nails is not what we want. There we go. Taking care of that. Go to in my, I even have one in here, my hooks. And what you see here, this white thing, is the back of the nail file that I have in my hooks. There's always nail files close by. And notions, pouches, and whatnot. Like that's highly recommend. Because when you have a little something something that's snagging on your yarn, oh yeah, no thanks. We don't want that. Granny D has had some coffee. That's good. You're gonna grab a morsel to eat? What is a morsel? I don't recognize this thing. Have I missed something else? I was laughed at the other day because I'd never have a Cracker Jack, and now I don't know what a morsel is. Is that also something I've missed in my life? I wouldn't be surprised if that's the answer I'm gonna get. You've missed out on something else. What? You don't have that? I don't know if I've had that because I don't know what it is. But yeah, what was it? I never had Cracker Jacks, and I had never had, there was something else that was mentioned. Now I don't remember what it was. Oh, a morsel, just a small amount of food. So it's basically a snack, kind of. Madde hasn't had any coffee in 7 months. She's going for some tea. Why did you stop drinking coffee? I had a break from coffee, but that was not because I had a break from coffee. I just had other caffeine sources, really. I just had more Coca-Cola and less coffee. Because especially during summer, I often feel like coffee is too warm. I'd rather have a cold beverage. So I'm more of a coffee person in the winter when it's cold and I want something warm. Or iced coffee during summer. Yeah, very, very more like seasonal type of thing. But tea, I only drink tea when I'm sick. So like if I'm, that's a telltale sign. Amanda's sick, she's drinking tea. That's that's a telltale sign, yes. Oh, Madda has had some stomach issues and coffee is not helping, so she's staying away from coffee to save her stomach. Yep, that is probably a very common thing though, that coffee isn't very good if you have stomach issues. I've heard that before. Um, Mima Flowers is finally feeling like eating again. Eggs and potatoes and bacon. Yeah, that sounds like good. At least the eggs and well, no, the bacon and the potatoes. The eggs you can keep. But I do get that that's a very popular combination. Yes, I'm just not a fan of eggs unless they're in like a batter, like pancakes. I don't like omelets either. Like I'm very much of a like I don't like the eggs unless I can't taste them or feel the texture. You're gonna top it off with some dark chocolate. Nice. I assume that you're not gonna mix the dark chocolate into the eggs and bacon and potatoes. It's a dessert for after, right? Because I don't think that dark chocolate goes well with the eggs or the potatoes. But I have heard people liking bacon and chocolate. Um, like, yeah, I heard something like that. Good morning, Kelly. How are you? Yeah, bacon chocolate. I've heard that. I don't know if it's a thing you can buy or it was just like some culinary cooking show or food show or something that but that yeah, it didn't sound too weird to me with chocolatey bacon or bacon chocolate or whatnot. It just I would try that. I like bacon. I like chocolate, and I would try that. Oh, and bacon brownies. That I've heard also. So that's the chocolate brownie with like bacon in it. Time for Tank to eat some. What are you gonna eat? You have some pasta from yesterday and a creamy cheesy Alfredo sauce. That sounds yummy. I have very good crock pot recipe. Um, it's a chicken Alfredo sauce, and I really like that one. Slow cooker for the win. Yes, it's been a while since I made that one though. Um, yeah, it's time to put that one back on the grocery list for sure. It's been a while. I wonder if I this is moss stitch, what I'm doing now. I don't know. Yeah, you can probably see it. And you see that I'm carrying the yarn on this side. Um, but should I make like if I make a matching hat, should I make it in the same stitch? Or would that be too matchy matchy? Like I am gonna use the same colors. Is it enough that I only use the same colors or should it also be like the same stitch? Because I'm thinking a hat is nice if it's a little bit more stretchy so that it can like really um be snuggly, and this doesn't feel very stretchy. It's well, it's stretchy, you know what I mean, but it's not stretchy as in like if I do like an alternated back post front post type of thing, that is a more of a stretchy fabric. You just made a bechamel sauce, added garlic, bell peppers, onions, cream cheese, and parmesan. Yeah, I guess you could do that too. I never thought of it like that. Like, I don't know. Alfredo sauce is something that got introduced to me a few years ago, and I didn't really like figure out what it is really, like what makes an Alfredo sauce because I all I hear is like at that time was like chicken Alfredo. But then I hear people not necessarily putting chicken in it. Um so like what's an Alfredo sauce without the chicken? That just didn't my head couldn't really wrap around that one because I thought that chicken was like a part of it. But I guess also that's why it's like chicken Alfredo that you can probably take anything. Like a bacon Alfredo, is that a thing? Oh, you put it over shrimps. I had shrimps today. I made a shrimp sandwich before I sat down to hang out here. like I always do my shrimp salads or like yeah, sandwiches. I took some yogurt. I know a lot of people in Sweden would say go for like mayo more than anything because that's a very popular thing to do. But I'm not a mayo type of person, so I'd rather go for like yogurt or sour cream or creme fraiche. But I had Turkish yogurt, and then I thawed up some shrimps, and then today I had some cucumbers that I chopped up, and the juice of half a lemon, a lot of dill, some salt and pepper, mixed it together, and just poured it out on 2 pieces of bread. So it's like a really creamy salad on top of bread. It's like um, a little bit of a half inspired by like a Swedish sandwich cake. It's like yeah, very many sandwich cake type flavors, but it's a lazy way for me to do it and just parts of it. I take what I have at home, and I usually don't have that many vegetables at home. That works good for that. Shrimp quesadillas, never had that. Then again, quesadillas is not really a thing here. I think cheesy quesadillas is the yeah, I've had that a couple of times, and then sometimes there's been like leftover meats from tacos, like either chicken or minced meat that has been used for that. I'm gonna hang out on the TV at Mata's place. She has to charge the phone, so she's not gonna be chatting in the chat because the phone needs to rest. That's fine. I'm a TV celebrity. Just kidding. But I'm guessing her kids are gonna laugh about that. Thank you for stopping by, Jonathan. Just chop up some shrimps instead of the other meats. Well, when I do the chicken Alfredo in the slow cooker, it's basically like the chicken that just cooks for a long time with all the other stuff added to it. So yeah, I cook the chicken and then I like kind of make the sauce around the chicken and add the pasta to it. And that's the only recipe that I really have with for Alfredo. My foot is sleeping. Need to readjust, reposition and stuff here. And sip a little bit more of the coffee. That is cold. It was already cold when I sat down. Because it was probably brewed this morning and it was cold in the coffee maker. But that's not stopping me. I just poured it up, added some milk to it, and good to go. Yeah, cold coffee is fine for sure. Coffee usually turns cold on me. Also because I don't really like it really warm. So when it's freshly brewed, I go 50-50 milk and coffee so that the milk can cool down the coffee so I can just drink it as fast as I can without burning myself. But at least it's still like a little bit warm then, lukewarm, I guess. Oh, and I can show you a little bit progress. As you can see, the green monster is no longer hiding behind me on the shelf because the green monster is now wrapped up as a present, as it should be. But where did that go? I did already start the blue monster. And the blue monster is hanging out over here. I have to tippy toe around here. But it's got 3 legs now, you guys. It's got 3 legs. So I need an eye, a mouth, and a bow for the baby blue monster. But this is something I can work on later tonight. Because the mister, he can see it. So we only need to put kid to bed. And then I can work on this without a problem. But I'm going to take the time and work on his stuff now. It goes back up here where it's out of sight, out of mind. And that's all good, right? But it did get 2 more legs overnight. Tank, that reminds Granny of her past man, a tripod. Yeah, okay. I think yeah, I might understand what you're saying there. Someone's dog on a daily basis brought home a calf iguana and a baby raccoon. So why would someone's dog do this? Someone's dog is liking to is it like a sheepdog? Because a calf sounds like something that was like oh, dogs when they have sheep, like they herd them. Um just checking in here to see what we had. I keep an eye on my phone because family's not home right now, but they will message me when they are starting to wrap it up, and when they are starting to wrap it up, I know that I also have to start wrap it up, right? So that's all good. Like the calf, I can deal with the calf coming, but I would not want the baby raccoon or the iguana. Yeah, the calf, it's doable. Hello, unique, amazing stripes. How are you today? Is it good morning for you too? I have no idea what time it is for everyone. I do know that it should be early, but maybe not as early as I am imagining myself, just because yeah. It's easier for me to keep track on times a little bit more, like on my normal hours. I have started to like figure out what the time is for everyone, but now I'm out of my own comfort zone here with times. So just enjoying a quiet house for a little bit. But for sure, more cleaning would have been good. Hello, Herb. Oh, Nightbot is behaving, even though I see double scrappies. And Nightbot was able to keep up with both of you. Awesome. Oh, there was a video of the dog coming from the field with the neighbor's dog and a goat. Tank, I'm not sure if Herb is Larry. I'm definitely not good at all the names. I've gotten to know so many people in such a short time, and I'm sorry, but I haven't figured out everyone who is who and what your real names are. Um, and I'm not sure that I'll ever figure that out. Some names I have picked up, and hopefully I'll pick up a couple more during the whatever time the future has to offer. But I'm sorry. It's a lot easier to mostly just use everyone's channel names. Herb is Herb. Henry is Larry. Also, Henry is Larry. That just doesn't make sense. Like Henry should be a Henry. Herb is Herb. Yeah, that makes sense. But why is Henry Larry? You guys, you're not making it easy. Yeah, also Tank's head is exploding. I'm totally with you on this one. My head is definitely not on the track either with all of the Yep. Okay, Larry's grandfather was Henry. So it's like okay, I can see how that happened. Yes. But it's not making it easier for us to keep track of who is who. Who is who in the land of YouTube names. And the dog and the goat got into the truck with the person recording. Okay. The goat even? Hmm. I guess it's a good thing if you prefer to be called by your regular name. Like if you want people to say Steve, then add it if you want to. I don't really feel like I necessarily need people to call me Amanda. I'm happy with people calling me Scrap or Scraptastic or whatever. But yeah, I guess it's a tricky name for some people, and I'm aware of that. Um, there was a time on my channel that I didn't even let people know my name, so I was used to everyone only using my channel name. And I know that there's other people that it does prefer to have their channel names and don't let us know what their real names are. And that is perfectly fine. Yeah. I love to crochet or tank. Not usually Susan. Yeah. I if anyone would ask, like some people I do know their names, but it just feels easier to just say the channel names. And some people do have channel names that is very difficult, and then it's easier to just use their real names. I get that. Yep. Steve doesn't care what he's called. I think Steve is it's a little bit of a fun one because there's someone actually called like they just have the name Steve. So when Steve and Harneil are in the YouTube streets at almost at the same time, or maybe not even, but someone can be like saying hi to Harneil by saying Steve, and I've seen people being like, "Oh, Steve is here. I didn't see Steve here," but yeah, it's was the other Steve. That makes me giggle. Because yeah, I think that's funny. Just don't call me late for dinner. Fun one, Noe. Fun one. Just don't take his coffee, okay? Yep. Doesn't matter what you call him, but don't take his coffee. Mm, I know people like that. I know people that like don't talk to you before the first morning coffee. There's no good way of doing that. Like before morning coffee, don't talk to me. I'm not like that, or at least I don't think I am like that. Oh, it's slipping down. It's starting to turn into a long snaky shawl here. It's trying to slither its way down on the floor. You never have coffee before 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Is that usually the time you get up though, or are you up for a while before you have your first morning coffee? Oh, you stayed away from caffeine since then, Steve? Get that? I don't remember what you said happened, but I do know I remember I heard something. Was it a heart attack? I don't remember. I'm sorry. Um, don't just don't call me Geraldo. Okay, and that's was that in a movie? Not a movie I recognize. I've seen. No, doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, oh, yeah, heart attack. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Well, we're happy that you're still here and kicking it, right? So you're up at 4:30 and then you drink after he leaves all by yourself in your, calm serenity. Yeah, I have no problem drinking caffeine till bed. I'm definitely that type of person that can have something and just go to bed. My issues with not being able to sleep and whatnot, that does not have to do with the caffeine. Can I use chai seeds in coffee or tea? If so, how? No idea, but maybe someone knows. Chai chai seeds? I don't even know if I know what that is. Chia seeds swell up and get yummy. Oh yeah, okay, so chia pudding. I think I've heard something. Yeah, not something I have as like nothing in my pantry. Yeah, I have a lot of things in my pantry, but no chia seeds. I do think I can get it at the grocery store though. Because the only thing I think of with chia, I think about like chia pets, but that's nothing we really had here either. It's just something I saw on TV and was jealous that I didn't have one. um, I'm thinking like, why would I, chia seeds? Is there anything I know what to do with? But I can't. There's no recipe that's like coming to me that I would use chia seeds for. Great book, terrible movie. The Stand miniseries in the early 90s. Hmm. Well, early 90s, I don't remember much from the early 90s. Might give a little bit of a tell to my age, but yeah. I did grow up with some American stuff on the TV. My mom watched The Bold and the Beautiful, and what else did we have? that she liked to watch. Ricky Lake. We had that. I have seen Jerry Springer quite a lot. Not necessarily that my mom watched it. So is it anyone that has crochet time yet, or are you still doing your like daily stuff or morning stuff, waking up, having coffee? I do get that a lot of people just have a daily schedule to do and then they get to crochet, after work, later. But is it anyone that's just hanging out and crocheting with me right now? Or is it still adulting time for you guys? Or do you get to crochet in the morning for a little bit before you start your adulting time and do all the things that you just have to do, cleaning, cooking, and whatnot? Oh, we don't like that you're hurting, Tank. We don't like that. Granny D, did you turn to an octopus overnight? You're knitting and crocheting at the same time? Where did you hide your extra set of hands? And where did you get one? Where can I find them? I also want a pair of extra hands so I can knit and crochet at the same time. No, I wouldn't knit. I would just double crochet. But I just imagining Granny D with an extra set of hands and still having a Mount Whitmore. That Mount Whitmore in my head just doubled in size. Ooh, Steve, you actually started a starting chain and you're actually trying to crochet. That is nice. I'm impressed. I do know that there's a lot of people that just likes to hang out here and see us crochet, but not everyone is trying it themselves. So, good for you. Someday you'll show me a picture of what you managed to do, like the chain, or even if it gets bigger. Tank needs more coffee. Yes. More coffee is always good. No, he's going to crochet in a bit. You got 3 9-row squares left on your blanket. That is not much. A blanket and you only have a little bit left to go. That sounds like something doable in not very long. Are you planning to have it like made before Christmas? Granny D needs some extra hands for sure. Don't we all have an extra set of hands that can do the cleaning? Like Mr. Gadget, like the long hands so they can clean in the kitchen and do all that while I sit here. That would be awesome. They can fold laundry and they can cook the foods and yeah, that would be very awesome. Tank is making the cardigan. Are you making the cardigan that Dawn did? The most recent one. The what was it? Something blocked. By MJ off the hook. The one that Mama J is doing also, or one of the other two cardigans, the skulls or like her. What is it? What does she call the green and pink one? The flowery, the one that she did first. Um. Oh, your wife is teaching you. Well, that's good though that you have a teacher in house. Because I totally get that it can be hard to learn something new if you're only watching videos and not really having anyone to help out. Even though some people don't need more help than that, they can just figure it out by watching videos and whatnot. But definitely helpful to have someone that can like show you what if you're having difficulties, for sure. Well, breathing treatments are prioritized for you, Tank, for sure. For sure. Okay, so the color block one. What yarn are you using? And or colors? I think Mama J, did she say that she was using scrap yarns? And Dawn used the self-striping. There's many ways to do that cardigan. You can make it just one solid color also. I think that would be pretty as well. Oh, the squares are huge. Oh, you're gonna try and sell it. Well, that's cool. Granny Square one, no. Is that the color or the yarn brand? In tan and rose. Is that your colors, Tank? I don't know what I would expect your colors to be, but I did see all the things you did for the auction, and I did see a lot of colorful shawls and stuff. So I don't like some people, I just get a little bit of a like this person likes this color, and I know that this person likes that color. But I can't say that I saw tan and rose with Tank. And also your little sy- symbol, your little logo thingy profile picture is sunflowers. And tan and rose is more muted and not so very like colorful and vibrant. And sunflowers is the opposite to me. They're like bright and cheerful. Or is it a gift maybe? You making the cardigan for someone else than yourself. Oh, you're in more for dark colors. That's your thing. I have colors that I really did not like um a few years ago. But in the right circumstances, I think most colors are actually like workable. Of course, I would not do some things for myself in certain colors. I definitely did not like brown and orange. Um, I got like really 70s vibes from that. Not my colors, but like orange has grown on me, you guys. Orange together with like purple and green is really pretty. And I had no idea that I would actually like that. Um, that was just no, thank you colors for me in the past. I think that the only color that I'm like, mm, I'm not a fan of just colors that's dull. Um, there has been a period of time here with clothing, like going to the clothing store and everything looks dirty to me. Um, the white is, not white, and the yellow is, I don't know. It's been a lot of like mustardy yellows and beige and brown and just everything just looked dirty. Um, so I don't like that color palette really with those types of tones. Hello, Michi. Hello, Trish. Good morning. Nice to see you. And I don't like certain greens. Doesn't really like uh, that doesn't tick my box. Orange and greens and browns and grays. That's just the colors I have been like, no thanks. But they are for sure colors I will go for more like now. Yellow, I am very picky on yellow. I do prefer like this lighter yellow up here to some of the more like mustardy yellows. So this is more like my type of yellow. Like this one over here, that one is really nice. But over here, you see the yellow that is with the oranges and stuff. It looks like a sunset. Definitely, I'd use that. For sure. It's just, some colors by themselves is not fun. Um, mm, 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 mm. Oh, even with fall fur, you're gonna trim it. Cute. Yes, Michi. Steve is Harnell Media. You say you messaged me, Tank? Where? Oh, there. I got it. Oh, that's the colors you're using right now? So one of them is a bit rosy and the other one is tan? They look very similar in a way. I guess maybe the plastic is. That's the colors Tank is working with. It's pretty though. Yes. Definitely not colors I would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna use them for myself." Cheers, you guys. I still have some coffee here, so I'm gonna keep sipping on it. It just took a little bit before the message came through. But that is not something uncommon because Facebook is not always the fastest. Or at least not in my phone. Michi still has some cakes and hooks laid aside for the auction. Is there going to be a new auction or something? Oh, totally not you, but you're branching out with these colors. Well, sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes you just have to try something different. I do that a lot. You might not think so, but with some of the shawls I've done, there's some yarns that I've been like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this yarn. Like this yarn cake scares me. Like I have yarn cakes that scares me because of the color combinations, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them. Like, is it gonna look good together? What pattern is gonna be like making this color look good, or what like um what pattern should I do to make the yarn look as good as it can? That's scary stuff to find the right thing for the right thing. Or maybe it's that's just a me thing. Like what what can I because you don't want the yarn to look, I don't know. If you have a pretty yarn, you want to make sure that the yarn gets to shine a bit, I guess. It needs to look good. The pattern needs to be right. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Then again, I'm the type of person that's squeezing my yarn, I'm petting my yarn, I'm sniffing my yarn, and I'm just drooling and sitting and adoring my yarn. A lot of the times where I have been sitting here and the chat goes quiet and I'm keeping an eye out on what's going on in the chat, and sometimes I'm just like eyeing myself, but I'm not looking at like me, like, do I have something between my teeth? No, I'm gonna be like, what yarn cake do I want to use next? Do I want to go up here and take something? Do I want to take something there? Do I have a new idea for this or this? That's where my head goes. I don't really care if I have anything between my teeth in that sense. Maybe I should, I don't know. But I do know that some people think it's weird that I like to sit and squeeze my yarn. I've heard that one. And sniffing yarn is also weird to some people. But is it though? You want to make sure that your yarn is, we talked about this earlier, like if it yarn smells chemically or if it's clean or whatnot. Like, is it yarn that you got from someone? Like, is it smells like smoke or something? Some things you just need to make sure. Do you have a yarn that has an off smell? Maybe you shouldn't put it next to the other yarns. You should maybe quarantine it for a bit and see if the smell disappears in a way. Thank you, ABD. She's reminding us to thumbs up. Thank you. I don't even know. Do we have a lot of thumbs up today? Looks like we have about the same amount of thumbs up as we have people hanging out in the chat, so that's awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. So this pop-up here is a little bit of a final stretch. Can I make it to at least the fan-funded monetization before Christmas? That would be awesome. I'm trying. I'm trying. I did get a little sidetracked for a bit because of things, but I'm very close, you guys. So we're working on it. And I appreciate everyone that wants to come and hang out with me. Just, if you want to lurk, go lurk. That is totally fine. How many skeins was there, Michi? Tank's asking. Nightbot is being very chatty here and reminding us that Christmas is coming. 11 days, 10 hours and 57 minutes and 51 seconds. I haven't double checked yet if that's actually Christmas for me or if it's Christmas for you guys because we celebrate the 24th. And you celebrate the 25th. So I don't know if that's my Christmas or your Christmas. But it's the 13th today. And that would be 24th. Yeah, okay, so that's counting down to the 25th. It's got to be. I don't know what time zone Nightbot lives in, but sounds about right that it's for the 25th on some time zone. Oh, and thank you, Nightbot. Remember to hydrate. Cheers to that one. Some more coffee for me. Okay, so that's the 25th midnight at the East Coast. That's what Nightbot lives on the East Coast of the US. Thank you, Steve, for helping out on that one. You found a knitting group, Sunflowers? Is that a knitting group that will be like meeting in in an area to hang out together, or is it like a um, online thing. Would you get to go out in public and meet some new people? We have a group like that here in town, organized by the church. Ev- uh, what is it? Every other Monday. But I haven't done a lot of that this year, or this fall, I should say. There was just so many other things that I have been focusing on, so I didn't get to go. I don't even think I did go any at all now this fall. I was there like every time during spring, unless I was sick or kids was sick. But yeah. Well, I don't think Nightbot lives in my zone because I use the same. That countdown is the same that Dawn is using, so it's written. Um, like I didn't change anything. I just copy and pasted it. So the countdown is I don't know where Dawn got it from, but it's I did not do any adjustments to make it um like my times. Two hangs at 546 yards each and two wooden hooks. What colors are these hanks? I'm curious. Add them to your giveaway. Maybe Tank will win it. 3-weight Premier Anti-Pilling Butterfly. It's not a yarn that I am familiar with. I have been drooling a lot about yarns that you guys have. Karen cakes and the ice cream yarns are pretty. Um, but yeah, that one doesn't ring a bell to what they look like. Retro Sunset, is that the colorway? Retro Sunset. What colors would be in a retro sunset? I'm thinking oranges, yellows, pinks, and purples. Maybe? So kind of like mine over here, even though that one has like black on the outside, but like yellows and oranges and pinks and purples. Thank you, Michi. I am a very nosy person when it comes to the yarns you like and you use because I don't have them available to me, okay? Like I also want this. But yeah, shipping arm and a leg just never gonna happen. Oh, but you know what? We got blues and grays and uh, it's very similar looking and you said it's a 3-weight, 200. It's really similar to the butterflies I have. The Hobie butterfly. Let's investigate. I am seeing things here. Hello, Rosie Posey. So we got 200 grams, 500 meters. That's 7 yards, 547 yards. Yeah, it's the same. That's the same. And even though they look like this, it's the same type of shine. But okay, let's see. How can I do this? I can pull that up on my phone, right? So I can show you guys the picture Michi sent. But then I can also go to the Hobie website and we can look at at the colorway, that one is just telling me that it's probably the same. It's very similar for sure, but it's like it's the other way around. But it does tell me that it's pretty much the same. So okay, we're gonna share screen. Oh wait, I'll do this first. So what we have here, so you get a good visual. This is the colors. We see like a blue and some maybe green and red and cream and like a peachy color in between there. We see that, right? So if we take the other one that I'm thinking of, the Hobie yarn, we got the colors basically inside out. It's reversed. Is it just me? Or is it the same but in reverse? It's blue and there's green and there's red and then there's this like orangey color and then there's the cream. It's to me it's the same yarn. It's just recaked or like made by the same factory, but it makes so much sense. It looks the same. It looks just as shiny as the butterflies are. I know that the shine might not really show on the yarn I picked up here, but it is really shiny. And it's 100% premium anti-pilling acrylic from Hobie, the butterfly. It's called butterfly. Both of them are. It's a lot this alike. If not the same, then I don't know what. I would my guess made by the same manufacturer. Um like it's the same amount, 200 grams, 500 meters. Like it's the same. Just that yours is caked up and mine is not. They are more like a skein. It's not like a cake. Granted, D, you have a lot of yarns. Would you say that the Premier Anti-Pilling Butterfly and the Hobie Butterfly, could that be the same yarn? Or like, same yeah, same yarn pretty much. Because I already talked about it a lot that these cookies are the same as the Red Heart Roll with it melange, as well as Sir Dollar Jewel Spun. And now I'm pretty sure that Hobie put their own labels on them and call them Tea Time. The newest product that they have, or one of the newest, Tea Time. I'm pretty sure it's the same also. But Tea Time has a Hobie logo. But I'm pretty sure it's the same yarn also as the ones I have over here. Definitely different colors though. That's the Tea Times. And we have the cookies hanging out over here. And there's a lot of pretty colors here. This is a new yarn that they recently just released. I don't know if there's any of these that's similar to the Red Heart Roll with it melange or the Surdar Jewel Spun in colors, but these are definitely not the same colors as the cookies. Um, these are all new colors to me. But I do know that both Surdar and Red Heart Roll with it melange is available in some colors the same. You know? Premier's cheaper for sure. Well, yeah, it's probably cheaper for you to get it where you are because it's not like import stuff and whatnot to that. And just because we're talking about cookies, I get pictures of cookies. Michi has cookies in colors I don't know if I have. No, I don't have those colors. Oh, you found them and purchased from someone? That's good for you. Sometimes you get lucky and find like garage sales, and because I've seen that people finding like at thrift stores and garage sales like yarns that is from, well, not necessarily just Hobie, like ice yarns and whatnot. Like I guess people don't really know what they have, or it can be like someone passed away and they're getting rid of whatever yarn that the person had left behind. So sometimes you can really find a good deal on yarns if the kids or whoever is taking care of that is just not aware of what it is, and charge what it should be costing. Oh, we got a picture from Tank without the plastic of what the colors are looking like in the cardigan with the tan and the did you say rose or pink or something? I don't remember what you called the color. But yeah, together that looks really cute. And Michi's cookies. Michi's got cookies in colors I don't have. Or I don't know what this color is that does have the band on it, but I do know that I don't have that red. Yeah, dusty rose. That's what we were talking about. No, we found a gallon bag full of Funko Pop figures. I don't know what that is, but I hear a lot about Funko Pop things. I don't know what that is. Have I missed out on something? Do I need to know what this is? They look like bobbleheads. Okay. I'm trying to not tangle myself into myself here, but with the little bit left of this cognac color, it is a little bit tanglier than I want. But I don't have a lot left, so I know I could probably. No, I'm gonna have to go into the next cake. I'm pretty sure, or the next two skeins. I don't think this is long enough yet. Maybe I should try it and see what it looks like though, because I will still have to decrease this and square it off so that it's the square like the other side. So it needs to be like squared off like this. Enabler alert. Premiere has a puzzle shimmer and all the other glitter yarns on sale. Cartoonish, yes. Tank is happy with what she has. He doesn't need the enabling. Okay, let's see. Let's untwist this. That's snaking up on itself. Definitely going to be better when I block it. So what do we have lengthwise? Is this a good length? This is down to my belly button. Keep it at my belly button. And then okay, so it's pretty much the same length like this. I'm thinking, do we want it another round around the neck? Because I didn't make it very wide. So is it more of a, should it be like one more row or like one more lap? Okay, these Christmas trees are probably not the smartest thing to be wearing when I'm trying things on. Because that, two double it up around the neck, then I would need more, because this looks, yeah, this is not long enough. Or is it? Does it need 2 rounds? Okay, let's get rid of this without tangling ourselves in the Christmas tree. Single wrap is good. So basically I should just square it off now. Is that what we're saying? Because yeah, it's square on this side, like this. Question is, do I have enough of the... Okay. Okay, we're going for squaring off. Question is, do I have enough yarn for not having to nibble on the next one for that? Or that's going to be interesting to see. Wait, I'm going to actually go back to the beginning of this row and actually start squaring it off already. Because if we're squaring it off, we might as well just start doing that right now. Oh, you got Christmas Universe. Wait, what? Okay, I see. No, we got 4 Guardians of the Galaxy people and the 10th Doctor and the main hero from Firefly. Oh my god, I like Assassin's Creed I've heard of. Xenomorph, I don't know. Guardians of the Galaxy I've heard of, but I don't... yeah, I'm feeling like clueless here. But Michi got some Hobie Christmas on Mercari. Is that like a shopping thing for you guys? Like destashing or something? I've heard that mentioned before, but I don't know exactly how it works. It's like Facebook Marketplace? But you got Christmas Universe. It's the black, red, and grayish green. That's the one I had, right? Is it that not the one I had? The one I made my Christmas shawl out of. Is this the one we're talking about, Michi? I made a Christmas shawl out of that one. Neon blue with silver. Yeah, that's also pretty for Christmas. Like icy white. Yeah, it's the color. Missy sent pictures. It's the color. And it looks like you have 3 of them. I used 2 for the Christmas shawl I made. The Kriya shawl. Okay. I see it. You can even see it. It's there. It's the top one in this box. But there's a lot of boxes and stuff. But there. I see it, you guys. It's this here. That's the color we're talking about. You're gonna make another one of the pocket shells, Mother? I thought well, you made a blue one. You're gonna make another one? Okay, so it's like eBay. You got 3 for less than 20, so that was a good deal. Yes, that was a good deal. I agree. For sure. The first time I had Universe, I did... the first time I got Universe yarns, I did get 6 cakes that I bought off of someone that was expecting like thicker yarn. So I had 6 of a green colorway. And it's just, I loved it. So I was like, I need more of this. And yeah. I don't remember what I paid for them, but I thought it was a good deal, whatever I had. So you're gonna make another pocket shawl? And the first one you did was petrol blue, I think. What's the next color, mother? What what's the color of the next pocket shawl you're gonna make? Please, yarn, stop messing with me. I don't know how I'm gonna decrease this in a way that's gonna look good. I need to make one stitch in here. And then one there. Is that where we're going for the first one? Okay. We're just gonna go like this and it's gonna be good. Yeah, it's looking good. So what did we get? Oh, Michi sent some colors, some more universe. So Michi sent a picture of a universe that you can see over here, the one with the green Halloween, and then the two purples. And I do believe that my purples are hiding behind here. Yep, it did. So Michi sent a picture of this purple and this green. These two. Oh, and the cakes over here, I didn't know where to put them yet because as you know, I opened my Christmas present yesterday and I did rearrange so these 6 could fit in here. But I don't know where to put those 2 cakes yet. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do. But I have ideas for things here, so I need to get this Christmas thing all over and done with so I can start with the other things. For sure. And Mini-Me wants a dress out of this one. So I still need to find a good pattern that sparks joy. I need to find patterns that just sparks joy because it feels like I have been, you know, thinking about patterns or things I want to do that doesn't really feel like they spark joy, and that's where I never started it. Very Marie Kondo, I guess, but I don't want to lose my Crojo here over things, so I'm just going to stick to what's making me happy. That's how I want to crochet. I want to crochet what makes me happy and not what things that just maybe is what other people want me to do. I can definitely do things other people want me to do, like if I get paid for it, if that's the thing, but it, it needs to not make me feel also. There's a balance. If there's a carrot dangling from the stick, then it's definitely going to spark a little bit more joy than if it's not. So. And also, anything that I might have to frog is just not. I could try and wing it and make a dress and make like a pattern of my own, but I just feel like I don't want to do that because that just screams possibility of having to frog because things doesn't turn out like I wanted to, or like measurements being off, or so it just, I don't know. I already did the Abigail fairy dress once and I'm not feeling up for making it again because I'm not really happy about how it turned out and I don't want to do the same mistakes again, if that makes sense. So But maybe I should make it again so I can like make it better this time. Because that could also do it, you know, if I revenge. Better next time. I have never done the Hobie Advent calendars. They do state on the calendars that they do contain wool yarns, and me and animal fibers don't mm, work well together. But also, I don't feel the value is worth it to me. Like, I'd rather just buy yarn for that amount of money and know what I get. Like, I can definitely do mystery boxes and mystery bags, but the advent calendars are like filled with other things that just doesn't really I don't really need some of the things that they because I am a Hobie Plus member, so in every order I place, I get a little bit of a free gift. And it's usually things I don't really need anyway. So I have a lot of the things that is in the calendars that they fill out with. Not necessarily everything. I did see that they put like a pom pom maker and things in this year. That's cool. But like needles like this, I already have that. I don't need more. But yeah, to me, I'd rather just get yarn for the same amount of money. But that's just me. Like I totally like the whole idea with advent calendars, for sure. But just not that type. I have seen though there is a yarn store, a very small yarn store in Sweden that does advent calendars similar to the Hobies, where you have one for each advent. Um, and I've definitely considered going for that instead, but I don't know. Like, it didn't feel like it was in my budget previous years. Like, I don't know what the future holds. I might feel like, it's in my budget next year. I don't know. Um, but that is because that's a cake advent. Like, it's cakes like these, but they're a little bit more like pricey cakes. They are made to order, like they're custom ordered cakes. She has she orders cakes. Or you can order cakes through her with like, I want these types of colors, and she can get you the cakes you want in certain do you want 1,000 meters, 2,000 meters, 3,000 meter cakes? Like, you can get different lengths of the cakes, and also that you can mix and match the colors yourself. Like, you want Christmassy stuff like with or without sparkle. But yeah, this is like above the Hobie yarn budget type of thing. So that's pricey cakes, but I would like to get that type of advent calendar for myself. That would be really cool. Michi was thinking about the advent calendars. I d I like Bag O Day. I'm not the biggest fan of some of the tutorials that she does, and she doesn't really like the thinner yarns that I like. So I guess that's one of the things. Like, she usually uses yarns that I don't work with. And I want like a pattern that will pretty much eat yarn also, because I have how much yarn do I have? That one's 1,000 meters. So that's like 1,093 yards. But then to add on top of that, I do have two smaller cakes. That is 100 grams each. So I have another 437 yards times two. That's like 800, almost 900 yards plus that. There's a lot of yards of yarn that I want to use for this dress. So we'll see what I'll do with that. You have a secret sister at work, Michi? That's cool. um, no, he's trying to deter people from buying hooks, unless it's a 9 millimeter. I don't have that many hooks. I'm sticking to my trusted scissor on the floor. My tulip edemos. That's my go-to hooks since I fell in love with them. That's basically the only thing I use. I threw my newest scissor on the floor. That's what I. That's what ended up on the floor. Put that one there, more secure maybe. Michi's been destashing hooks, just like I have been destashing my things, like the yarns. Go and check out Tank's Simple Wreath on the community tab. Yes, go do that. Yeah, Granny D has also seen Bagode and others open the Hobie Advent boxes and wasn't impressed at all. Yeah, I wasn't impressed last year, and I was like, it's probably going to be the same this year. And also, I don't need more wool yarn in my life because that's what I'm throwing out the door now. So it's just, yep. Yeah, thanks. It says if you want to pay that much for surprise yarn, send me your $200. Yeah, I totally get that. We probably have, more stuff that we can make a decent advent calendar thing for each other with things we might actually like. More than, yeah. The Hobie, like, they are catering to a lot of people. They're trying to make a lot of people happy. And it's, everyone likes different things. So they have a big challenge when they are trying to make an advent that is going to make everyone happy, because nothing, like, yeah, it's not going to make everyone happy for sure. But I do feel like this year did feel mm, more worth it compared to the one last year. That's my initial, from what I've seen. It did look like they did step it up a little bit, but it was still not like, yes, give me. But I can also say I was not impressed with the mystery cardigan. They had a crochet and knit along, and I did not like how that turned out. That was not my thing. So I'm happy I did not, go for that one, because nothing I would wear. But that's a personal preference thing. Like, that pattern might look really good in my eyes in different colors than the colors they picked. I don't know that, but it's not my style. And just knowing that, like, I love Hobie yarn, but I don't, they have some colors and some choices on things that just isn't for me. But I have enough yarn to know that I don't need to jump on to do a lot of new mystery things. If I can use my own stash yarn, I can definitely go and do a mystery, whatever. But I don't need to buy more yarn for that. Michi, how is that possible? You have an advent yarn box, but you haven't opened it, and you'll open it all on Christmas. Girl, you're talking to the girl that opened her Christmas present yesterday because I couldn't wait any longer. How can you wait with an advent until? Okay, I'm maybe too impatient, too curious and whatnot. That's just. Oh, okay, so the secret sister thing is like a secret Santa thing that everyone is giving something for. Oh, that's a cute thing though. Granny D, I did see some people doing like opening the Hobie Advents before everything started, just so that you know, like this is where you're gonna get yeah, the pre stuff just to see if it was something for you. But I think the crochet ones have been sold out for quite some time. The knitted one seems to be it was it was the other way around last year. They did sell out the knitted one, but the crochet ones they had for a while, and now they have the knit ones, but not the crochet ones. You still have a full box of your hand dyed yarn to open from Crochet in Agreement, even? Oh my god, Michi. How can you do this to yourself? This is torture. Or you're torturing me by letting me know that you don't open your things. Yeah, it feels like a lot of people like to do gift exchange things. The only gift exchange I have is with Madde and the other two girls, as I talked about earlier. I don't have any other gift exchange things this year. But who knows? Now I know a lot more of you guys. So maybe someone wants to do a, you know, gift swap of some kind with I don't know, something Swedish yarns. Maybe even not even Hobie yarns, like just Swedish yarns. I might have to go to my local yarn store and see if I can find something. That could be a thing. Or just Hobie yarns if that's, more intriguing. But yeah, the shipping part is always the most annoying part for me. I still have some coffee. So is this the first time? Wait, this is the first year that Granny D splurged on buying yarny advents. I thought you'd do that more. Like with the amount of yarn that you had, this is surprising to me. I thought you would do this, like, or that you'd have done this in the past. I have not heard anything, Tank, about Genie at Butterfly Dreams. Michi says not torture, excitement. Mm. Double the yarn and some sweet treats too for the same price. Are you at Walmart right this minute, Michi? I'm at Walmart and can't find any stitch markers. I hate my Walmart. Safety pins could work. Oh, in the past you've put together your own advents. Well, that makes sense because you probably have so much yarn in your stashes, so you could just like wrap your own yarn up and open it and be very happy about it because you forgot you had it, right? Oh, Mod is trying to be funny here. If anyone wants to swap stuff with me, I can always send you Christmas curtains because that's not a thing you have. Jeannie has gone back to work, says Granny D. Facebook is reminding Noe that 9 years ago today, Noe kicked her. You kicked your laptop. Okay, yeah. Do not recommend. Kicking laptops can result in laptops not working, or was the laptop not working and that's why it deserved a kick? Rural Walmart stinks. I can imagine. That's why you're saying we exchange? Tank, are you saying you want to exchange with me? You want Christmas curtains? Yes, Granny D has a lot of minis. But that's fun though. Because I see a lot of people that does the advent stuff with minis that they like make one big project out of all the minis. And if you have a lot of minis that you don't really know how to combine and whatnot, you just take a couple and then you make an advent of them, and then it's just yeah, that's fun. Tank does not need curtains. Oh, okay. So Jeannie said that she'd still do the lives, but didn't do it Monday. You got cops checking receipts at the Walmart near you. That's weird though. That we just recently, I don't even think it's a year ago since we got, or is it a year ago? We got Costco. We have a first Costco in Sweden. They opened, and to me, I haven't been there, but I was so curious. I've been watching a lot of people go in there. We have a lot of like Swedish influencers that had to go to Costco because that's the new thing. Everyone wants to go to Costco and check it out and see what it is and make videos of it. Um, of course, because that's what influencers does, right? But the fact that like they're checking receipts at the, when you leave the store, to us that's just weird. And having someone packing your groceries, that is weird. That just doesn't happen in any Swedish store. That's just really weird to us. And I know that some people were like kind of, I guess, a bit annoyed by the fact that checking receipts, because that just doesn't happen here. Yeah, IKEA is Swedish. IKEA is very Swedish. All the furnitures and all the things have Swedish names. You can get Swedish meatballs at IKEA, and you can get the cinnamon buns that we eat for fika, and all the Swedish things. Kalles caviar, you can get that. That's a sandwich spread. Lingonberry jam, cream sauce. Yes. Yes, IKEA is as Swedish as can be. The IKEA logo is blue and yellow, just as the Swedish flag. I don't remember the full, like what the abbreviation is for, but I know that the I and the K is Ingvar Kamprad, and he's the founder of IKEA. And I think that it's like the other two letters are like the city that it originated in, or like where he grew up. I don't remember. I should know these things because IKEA is Swedish and I am Swedish, so I should know those things. Yeah, you had to get used to it, but you do the scan and go thing. Yeah, we have scan things here too. Like we have scans, or like the little scanner flippy thing that we pick up when we enter the store, and we scan everything and we bag it in our grocery carts, and then we at the checkout we just return the scanny thing and pay. And I guess 1 out of 10 times we will get like a little bit of check that we randomly get to selected for the staff to check our carts with that. So it's either like that we have to empty everything up and they just like scan it like a regular shopping trip, or they can randomly like take a certain amount of items out and scan it, and as long as that's okay, you're good to go. Granny D is not the meatball type of gal. Well, not everyone is. But if you're ever, wanting to try something Swedish, I do recommend meatballs. Unless you're a fishy type of person, there's a lot of um, Swedish fishy dishes also. Maybe not as famous, but yeah, we do like fish here. See, Madde didn't even know about the checking receipts at Costco because she hasn't been to Costco. We talked about going to Costco together because both of us are a little bit like away from where they built the Costco. So that's like it would be a day trip to go to Costco for us. Like take a half day to travel there, walk around for a few hours, and then a half day back kind of situation. Some people take their receipts and take a cart for free. It's a thing. Thieves are very innovative. Yes. Yeah, I get that. Oh, you meant IKEA? What did you talk about IKEA, mother? What did you mean? You didn't know that that was a thing. Oh, you mean that it's the what it means? Lutfisk, yeah, that's a Swedish thing. The fish in lye. The is it acidic or is it alkaline? I don't know. But it's yeah, it's a preservative type of thing. And you have to yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. You're supposed to have it with white sauce and potatoes. My grandma likes it. Not for me. Not for me. You wonder what the samples are like in your Costco? Oh, you mean like what they're like? Cause, yeah, I did see that there's like sample things, like people are standing and handing out stuff left, right, and center. Is that what we're talking about? We do often have like on Fridays, some of the larger stores here would have like a little bit of a, you know, you can try something like taste test of certain things. It's usually like a full meal, like uh, um like oh this is we recommend this for dinner this weekend, come and try whatever, and then it might be like a little bit of everything of something, like a full deal meal. You didn't like the lutefisk either, Tank? I don't, yeah, I'm with you on that one, but I do like my pickled herring, not the fermented herring, the pickled herring. I do like my pickled herring. I have the mustard pickled herring in my fridge as we speak because that's something I want for Christmas. As well as well, it's basically like a potato casserole with potatoes and anchovies, cream, um, sauteed onions, and breadcrumbs. That is a staple piece on my Christmas table for sure. Granny D's having lunch. What's the lunch today? You can't eat all the salt? Yeah, there's a lot of salt in the Swedish foods. It's probably a lot for like the tradition of um, preserving the food. We do like to preserve food in salt. We do like that here. Very old way to preserve food. Fish. Fish does good in salt though. I'm pretty much. Is this the last time I change color? I think it is. Yes. What did I have to begin with? I began with the. Oh wait, I could just end it with the blue. I think that would probably be prettier. There we go. And this is what I have left. Now I have some yarn tails to deal with. Yay. Yeah, smoked is also good for preserving. You like smoked stuff? Yeah, I like smoked salmon is really good. So I have 4 ends to hide, and then I can block this. When am I supposed to be blocking this so he can't see it though? Then again, I have a place to block where he doesn't go. I just have to be sneaky about it. You have a Swedish-based town in California, but there's no Swedish restaurants there. Yeah, well, there's a lot of Swedes that migrated a long time ago to the US. I have a lot of like if I look at my family tree, I have a lot of ancestors and family members of my ancestors that moved to the US. I had a big like family reunion thing a couple years back. I wasn't a part of that, but I have a one family member that's really into genealogy and just family tree and history and whatnot. And he managed to rack up a lot of people to like half of them, I guess, were hanging out here in Sweden for a get together, a meetup. And then there was a lot of people that at the same time met up somewhere in the US. I don't know exactly where. Um, but it was really cool. Some of the people from the US actually flew over here also. So yeah, that's cool. And I also know that there's a lot of towns, especially on is it the northeast coast? That is like old, like Swedish town names that they brought a little bit of Sweden over there with like reusing the town names from their, hometowns in Sweden when they settled down to, their new life chasing the American dream. So you got some salad at Walmart, no stitch markers, but you got some Christmas doggy treats. Well, that's better than nothing, right? But yeah, if you need stitch markers and Walmart doesn't have it, so where should you get some? I guess you can order online, but you need them now. So the yarn ends on this side is done. And now I just have to go to the other end and deal with the other 2 tails, and then it's all good. Well, Mr. Broccoli, good morning. You've been lurking the whole time? Yes, you go and hang out with Kelly. Say hi to her from me. I'm just hanging out here until family is on the way. Just because I'm gonna enjoy the moment. That's what I'm gonna do today. Yep, it's not very often I do get to just enjoy the silence of the house. And I have been cleaning already. And I'm not going to clean anything until later. I might still do more cleaning today, but for now I don't have to. No one's going to force me to clean. Drive a little to Hobby Lobby. Or drive a lot to Michael's or Joann's. Amazon will be easier. Yep. Okay. There might be the bell. Okay. They will be leaving soon. And that means at least 30 minutes before I have to disappear from here. Well, maybe there's other ways, but Amazon seems to be very easy for most of you to shop through, at least if you have like the Amazon, what is it, Prime, then you can get like free shipping pretty fast, right? Don't they have kind of a lot to offer also though? Like you can pick and choose pretty it's, it's a pretty big pick and choose type of thing with Amazon. But not everything is shipped by Amazon, right? There's like people, private sellers also there, as far as I figured it out. Like I don't really use Amazon, so I don't know, but in Texas, there's a town near Hillsboro that has a Polish community and they sell all kinds of good food. Yeah, Polish food can be really good. There's some things that is in the Polish cuisine that I didn't like at some point, but yeah, I've tried some Polish foods. There's a lot of Polish immigrants in Sweden from the past. Let's see, what did we have? Yeah, about 30 minutes. With a big chance of Mini-Me falling asleep in the car because, well, it is 8 o'clock. It's bedtime. And being out in the day, like in the snow half the day with Grandma and Grandpa is definitely going to be fast track to bedtime. Yeah, for sure. Go hang out with Kelly. That's definitely a lot of fun over there. I'm happy that you stopped by. For sure. It's been really fun to have you guys here. So, and I know that some of you are very efficient in dual wielding and hanging out in multiple places at once, which is also very cool. Amazon Prime will be here tomorrow. So, what's your type of the stitch markers you like? Some people like the plastic. Some people like the clasps. What's your favorite type of stitch marker? Michi's lunch is over. Well, it was fun seeing you. You have a great day at work. And we'll see you soon. But I do like my timing. This one's finished with 30 minutes to spare before he gets home. Now I just have to consider matching hat pattern. See if I can research and find a good one for this. Right? Oh, and also I'm going to hide these yarn tails so it's not very obvious about what colors I've been using. But yeah, so this is what we ended up with. Corner to corner moss stitch scarf. And we did end up with both corners being the same with the blue. So it's pretty much the same matchy. Awesome. But yeah, it is a little bit it's curling a little bit, and it's a little bit this side here where I carried the yarn is pulling a little bit. So yeah, you might be able to see it if I hold it like this, that this side here that has the yarn carried is a little bit maybe more tight, like this, pulling together, and this is more loosey-goosey, so it's kind of, but that's, the blocking is going to take care of that. I'm going to make it even with some steam blocking. All good. So I'm going to hide this back in the sheep bag where it was hanging out in the beginning. And then I'm going to put these yarn bits and bobs in there, and I'm actually going to take the 2 extra ones that I got and put them in here also. And see if I can get enough time to whip up a hat also before Christmas. No suspicion on that one, right? It's all good. It's all good. And I have a bunch of these yarn labels all over. I need to put them in my collection, which is actually over here very conveniently right now. And that's the end of my coffee. And we've been here for 2 hours and 38 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah. I think I'm going to go and fix a little bit more before they actually get here. So thanks everyone for hanging out with me. It's always been fun. It's always fun. Yes. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. But yeah, I think a little bit more cleaning would be good while I have the time. And who knows? I'm probably going to stop by at Kelly's and say hi over there as well also. And I'm back here on Sunday, scrap dolls as usual. But between now and then, I don't know. Maybe another pop-up if there's time for that. Otherwise, see you in the YouTube streets, in the chats and things. So thanks everyone for today. Love you guys. Bye bye.